Shaggy's in like high spirits because he got to bully someone online. That's like
in my own Discord.
you're such a dickhead. I love you, Shogs, but
I know.
I described you as a perpetual hill dyer. Right? You're just a guy who will
I live on top of these hills.
Yeah.
I thrive on top of these hills. I kill people coming to the top of my hill.
You don't understand. That's what you think, Sean.
Sometimes I think people are at the foot of my hill and I roll rocks down so to get them before they can start trying. They'll die before they're even on the hill.
You're an ornery. I described you as like, because someone's like, oh, can you drop the link to the Discord in the chat? I was like, oh, absolutely. So I dropped a link. I was on Western Kabuki recently. I showed them the tee-hee pill. It was fun. But as always, we get a bunch of new people coming in. And hello, new people. The show is extremely chaotic. There's a lot of shit going on. This show is just about my life in relation to everyone else around me and Shaggy and just kind of the stuff where
it's kind of about me too.
It's actually mostly about Shaggy's love of Japanese denim and boots and men's fashion. I don't have any
Japanese. Don't make me cry. Like they'll make fucking Japanese denim in my fat ass size. Not that I looked. Not that I'd love to get on some of that raw selvage from Japan. Glorious Nippon makes
and heritage boots. So like what happened was someone asked for the link in the Western Kabuki Discord. I dropped it. And before I said, "Hey," before I dropped it, I should have prefaced it with, "Hey, Shaggy is an ornery old man, and if you say anything that he just takes umbrage with, he'll just give you a hard time about it." I'm like, but
hey, look, I wasn't.
If you listen, hold on. I said, but if you want him to be your best, like the weird uncle energy that he brings everywhere he goes. Talk about Japanese denim and heritage boots, and my man will have nothing but nice things. Like that is you're so easy.
Yeah, if you talk about stuff that interests me, I'm interested because nobody ever wants to talk about the stuff that.
Or the Casio watches.
Well, also, I didn't get this Pagani design Rolex Submariner copy for sucking it live. I got it for $50 off Facebook Marketplace. It's got an automatic. It's got a Seiko movement. I mean, I'm going to show you this for the listeners. What you've been getting here lately? I'm wearing not fake Rolexes, but I mean,
it's fake in the sense that it is a recreation.
Yeah. It doesn't cost $10,000. It does the same thing, though.
Yeah.
It looks about as good. I assume if you got like a little, guy.
It is a nice watch. I don't have an eye for watches other than like recognizing brands. I don't like. I know like a Richard Mille. Like I know. Yeah. I know fancy watches, but I could pick them up out of a lineup, but I couldn't tell you why they were good.
Yeah, sometimes in watch review stuff, if you're trying to figure out what, because decent, even a decent, not luxury watch, like a good one, still will cost you some money. So I read consumer reviews because I don't like to waste more than $50.
Shaggy, you're the guy that we were talking about, by the way.
People talk about all these like, oh yeah, well the workhorse movement, this one. They're all workhorse movements unless you got like a Richard Mille or something where it's like, whoa, look at my gay little fucking frou-frou-la-di-da mechanism. It's like, yeah, they're all fucking workhorse. Even of the most expensive Rolex has because its job is to tell the time.
You are a treatler by all.
Yeah, you say that. I've been all right.
You're a treatler. You are.
I buy my treats.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying you don't buy. Listen, the treatlers buy their own treats too. But you are definitely a treat boy, which
I'm a connoisseur.
Yeah, but you're a connoisseur of treats.
It's a watch. Tells me time.
It treats and trinkets. You have two.
I do love trinkets.
Yeah, you're a trinkets
guy.
Like
doodads
and contraptions.
Gauze.
But you don't like devices.
I'm ambivalent about devices.
Yeah.
I like a cool device.
Yeah.
It's got cool devices. If a device is cool, if it's a cool device, I love cool devices.
But do not bring Sean to thingamabob. Do not bring him a thingamabob.
Depends. I not because I hate them. I might break it in my fascination.
Yeah.
I am fascinated by doohickeys. I'm kind of used to love gadgets until cell phones came, smartphones came around. Like I've been thinking, like I left the Discord for a while. I've been doing the digital detox. Not really, but I've been a lot less online. And sometimes I'm like, well, what if I got a dedicated audio player and I'm not just making up? I was like, you really want another doodad?
It's crazy how much our brain is so similar. Because I legitimately have thought about getting an MP3 player.
Yeah,
like an old school one. Yeah,
I thought about that, but you can also like for roughly the same. Like if you want to get an old iPod, those are the collector's market. They're not.
I fucking hate. You don't understand, Shocks. I hate iPods. I hate them. I fucking hate them. I've been wanting to talk about this for a while. I've been wanting. This is good. You're setting me up good because I've been wanting to talk about this for a while. But the fucking fall of American soft power, the differentiation between the ability for human beings to tell the difference between what is real and what is not real is completely gone away because analog buttons went away, and it's Steve Jobs' fucking fault.
The iPod had them though.
No, it did. No, he was the
there
one.
Was that one model where they just had the
and he loved that, the big wheel, and he loved that and wanted that's all he wanted.
But it was an analog button that just had a touch sensor built. Like if you want
haptics.
They didn't have the No, look, you can't.
I can't come for you in this one because listen.
Now the iPod Generation 2 did have just like a weird
Apple products.
They backed off of that because those were weird. Nobody.
Apple products were the first people to bring in haptics and take away. Like they were essentially to take away all front-facing buttons on phones, on all of their devices, up to and including headphone jacks, everything.
Okay.
Right. You just get
black pill. Taking away the headphone jack was good. You know why?
No, stop it! Stop it!
No,
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
This is a visual
stop
thing
it!
For those at home. But
stop
you know
it!
The part of your headphones where the wire connects to the jack, like right there, if you're looking.
That
part goes in and out of your pocket.
That's a false dichotomy.
It wears your headphones.
That's a false dichotomy because those are easily fixed.
No, it's not necessarily. Yeah, if you can.
The technology itself is easy. No, I'm saying the technology itself is easily fixed. Just don't make it shitty. Apple was inherent in be like, no, make these motherfuckers shitty so that we can sell them more.
A.S.S 75s are good headphones for their price, but for the prices you get like really high quality audio, but the cable's not the best.
All I'm getting at,
these things don't wear. I have not had a fucking cable end wear out at that part since I switched to dongles. I used to go through a couple.
How about you fucking suck my dongle, pal? I was trying to get at something. American fucking soft power slipped the moment we decided to move away from analog buttons and levers and things and started moving towards haptics.
But I'm saying that was with the iPhone, not the iPod. Even up until you look at they had a little circle, but it had a physical button.
Sure, the iPhone, whatever. You're doing fucking. You're splitting hairs. You're splitting the hairs on my hairs at this point. All right. Well, you're splitting too many. You're doing. I'm trying to get at a larger point here, right?
Here,
the difference between you should do something about that.
You got it. I ran out of conditioner.
Yeah. The thing is, right, is that you can, I don't know, it's too complex for me to really
I understand.
Put into words. Physical buttons are mad important because they can help you differentiate between the online and the offline, right? As that physical, the fucking, keyboards, like the Nextel. Remember texting, the old school Nextel text when you would text and they had the slide up keyboard?
Last time I had to physically text on a keyboard was at a party maybe in 2012, 2011. And everybody else had QWERTY. We even had the physical, but still with the keyboard. But the numpad texting. Dude was drunk trying to text and I can't do it. It's here, give it to me. I still remember the old ways.
But being capable of doing that kind of stuff did kind of differentiate. It gave you a differentiation between even language. Language was different. the emoticon and like the way that we would shorten things, LOL and all that stuff, that was purely because of this, like the way that the number pad texting was set up. It was easier to set it.
No, we were doing that on computer. The LOL developed it like way before text.
I understand that, but like it's all like all of it is like all of these language things changed the moment, like the way LOL is a bad one. There's other ones like TTYL and stuff like that, right? There's tons of them that like exist.
I used to use all those on AIM back in the day.
Okay, whatever, asshole. Fucking, I didn't, because I learned them all through text from texting girls.
Okay, but I'm saying.
All right, and like most people that I know were texting girls because most people didn't grow up in bumfuck Indiana, fucking living their lives on AOL around here.
I was talking to girls on AOL instead of texting them.
No, you were talking to men on AOL that had girl Abbies. Yeah. It was different, all right? We got the digits from women here, and sometimes, you know, a curious guy or two. It was whatever. But all I'm getting at is that, like...
Marcos, don't just get jealous because I've been at home talking to hot babes all day.
That movie has aged like a fine wine. I watched it again recently. It's really good. You know, actually, fuck. You know what? Let's get off this. I wanted to do a YouTube series on this, and the problem that I have is that I just get I just become the most black-pilled person you've ever seen. And look, I'm wearing the fucking nose. We're not doing that. I
think that there's something about why you're saying this correct, but you're pinning it to all these. But like, here's the thing. Like, what if? Let's say. I mean, first of all. Physical buttons don't make sense for smartphones as they're in the form they exist in. Like, have you ever seen Steve Jobs' keynote for the first time?
Stop it. No, stop it. I don't want to fucking, because there's going to be you fucking gagging on Steve Jobs for the rest of the night. I don't care. I hate when you do this. It makes me angry. Look at the nose. You're making the nose come off with my rage right now. You're making me so angry. I hate it. I hate when you get into it. Okay, regardless. Just stop it. Stop.
Tee-hee. We hate that.
Tee-hee. I hate your love of Steve Jobs. That guy destroyed my neighborhood, literally. I hate him. Right? Yeah, I know you just, yeah. And anyways, and also his designs fucking suck dick. I'm sorry. Right? Removing stuff really does, like, you need clickable numbers. There's ways to design stuff. I've seen them. I've seen phones.
If Steve had taken your view, we'd be it because they'd have made the buttons. So I don't think it's buttons. I don't think a really nice, now maybe a shitty button, like if they had like phones that were like the equivalent of like those $300 Black Friday Toshiba laptops, maybe that might take you off the internet. But a really nice,
it's not about taking people off the internet. You see, like the way that you're interpreting
on iPhones,
the way that you're interpreting what I'm saying is, I don't know how to explain it in a way that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Mentally. Like, I don't know how to... Essentially, it's a lot of vibes stuff going on, but the idea is that, like, hard, physical, haptic feedback with actual, like, levers and buttons and scroll... Like, a scrolling wheel that was, like, literally you have to scroll with your thumb. Like, a good example for me is that, like, for the longest time...
Like BlackBerry.
Kind of. Hold on. I had a fucking... I didn't have iPod stuff. It was impossible to come by where I lived, right? Because it was literally down the street from us. All of the Apple products, the only people who had Apple products were insanely rich, right? They were so fucking expensive, and they never went on sale, and they never fucking, even the older generations, those got snapped up by fucking collectors and stuff because, oh, we're in the States. So we never got an opportunity. I never once ever had an opportunity to own any kind of like iPods or iPod Touches or even iPhones. I didn't get an iPhone until I was fucking like 30, and I bought it for $1,000 because that's what they cost out here, right? Like that's just the way. Cool, fucking cool beans, dude. They don't sell used ones or old ones out here in the Bay Area or in fucking, especially in like the Cupertino area.
Back when I got my first smartphone was in the old days of subsidized by your carrier phone.
Yeah, we don't.
Which we don't really do anymore. And I think
well, not only that, but the way that the Bay works is that like it's a points system, so you have to buy other lines to get. I don't know. It's very fucking stupid. It's not nationwide shit.
Damn.
It's very much like fuck you, pay me. I live in the center of fuck you, pay me land. Anyways, so the fucking I never really had any of these things, so I developed a love for what I called Dookie Pods, which were MP3 players that were really shitty.
There's a guy on YouTube, Dank Pods. He calls them Nuggets. He's an Australian guy. He talks about. I had a few of those too. I had an iPod that I got from my ex who never used it. So I had an iPod. It was the little square one, not the weird oblong one.
No, I had a long tube that looked like a piece. It looked like a shit, and
I also had some like crappy. Yeah, I had Yeah, no, yours.
It had like fucking. It had like 50 gigs on it. It was because it was a big brick.
Yeah.
It was crazy. 64 gigs actually.
Like an old Zen Rio or something.
It was just a huge brick of a fucking, and like the way that you selected the song is you twisted the side of the head, and it was a square, right? And so like you would twist the side of the square, and like the feedback on it sucked, but you had to earn that fucking music, right? And like the plugins were fucked up. The big buttons on the face were volume and shit, and like it was awesome. I fucking loved it. I loved it so much because when I put it on, it was like a declaration of I'm going away now, guys. I'll see y'all later. Do you know what I'm saying? It was like, hey, it's the music time now. I don't give you know what I'm saying? There was like I would have to pull it out. I would have to put my headphones on. There was like a ritual to it that was a differentiating between the now present time and the music time. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. But even with iPods, you had that. I mean, it's just that there was a separate device. You
no,
take it out, scroll to what you wanted.
There was a lot of technology. No, dude, you don't understand. I saw it firsthand. I would see people just like pop a headphone in with a fucking iPhone or with the AirPods. This is like a difference in massive. There's a massive difference in experience.
Was the headphone big, or like did you have big head like?
No, it was just like
did you put the MP3 on your head?
No, you just like you would. It was such a big device.
It didn't sound like it fit in your pocket, but
you. I mean, it would if you had
like a big, like not even a laptop.
It had a clip. It had a clip that you could clip to your belt, which was sick. I loved it.
Was it? I think I know the era you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like it was called like Bonsangyo or something, some Bonsanyan or some.
The last Nugget one I had was this like $20 or $30 from like a Radio Shack, and it was Tankpods actually featured it once. It wasn't big, and you could load songs onto it, but you couldn't you could go forward and back, but there was no like real selector. So you just
I just hit twisted. You twisted it,
and it was still. I can't defend the I could defend the iPod Shuffle, but I'm not gonna.
This one was cool, but I fucked with it heavily, and then, but all I'm saying is that like, there was a huge difference in experience, also in like who owned iPods, and like that's people who owned iPods, where I grew up, dicks, horrific, shoot them, not good people, right? There was like a difference in, there was an early difference in, and I mean like this comes from the fact that like I live in the Bay. The online has hit us. We've had the online for longer than most people, right? Most people are like, oh, I've been online. No, I'm not talking about you've been online. I'm talking about the online. The like people who are online.
The wired.
People. We've had them since like 97 out here. You know what I'm saying? Like people who literally live and die. You have in other places, you have like 2 or 3 of them per million people. In the Bay, it's most people are like that. So like AirPod users, these like as buttons and stuff kind of as haptics gave rise to stuff, people kind of turn into like, you know what it is? Actually, man, I'm starting to really understand it. It's the Internet of Everything.
Yeah.
Right?
Which is but that's different, but
no,
I do fucking hate the Internet of Everything.
The Internet of Everything, the idea of you could walk into a room and just do Jedi shit, and then it would happen. It would work. Do you get what I'm saying? It was like the connect was really like a big, and then it kind of like bled into like the way that people's minds perceived information, right? So like people were now looking at posts and shit all day and assuming this is real, and that's how Instagram came into play, and like all, you know what I'm saying?
It makes the internet feel more like something you hold than something that you're using buttons to. The button, yeah, like
You manipulate
it. But it's inevitable with smartphones, no matter what or pocket mobile devices. It's inevitable with them. It's what really is for me. I think is when it is smartphones in general. It's when the internet moved into our pockets instead of being. We used to sit down. This is so fucking old man shit. But you used to sit down at a computer, and unless you had a Mac, it was an ugly beige box that went like a Chinese lawnmower, and it fucking and you clicked on the internet button and went wah 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 beep 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 wah.
And you could smoke indoors.
You could, and your computer was full of it.
Yeah.
You don't have your computer; it smelled like a fucking cigar
Your
shop.
computer fucking stunk like shit.
Your keys were yellow.
Yeah.
And there were fingernail clippings and cigarette ashes between them, and cigarettes were $3.50 a pack. You could get a 2-for-1 pack of Marlboro Blend up for 20.
And you had to go to the store to buy porn.
That, that might actually be what. Back in my day, 13-year-olds couldn't just pop off the bathroom to watch hardcore pornography from a machine in their pockets like, oh no, you sure you're 18, young man? Yes. Now show me that gaping pussy. I want to see 5 men sticking.
Dude, honestly, it's weird because you're seeing like Gooner backlash now.
Yeah,
right?
it was inevitable.
Yeah, no, it was
But
always
also
gonna...
they're for lack of a better word, because it's funny, the Gooners are unionizing.
The Goonion. They've joined the Goonion. It's what you're telling me right now. They've joined the Goonion.
Where do you bust? Which side do you bust on?
Yeah.
We're listening to radio the other night.
Instead of 10-pound hammer, it's still 10-pound hammer.
This old Phil, yeah. June 16 comes,
Yeah.
what do you get? St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I'm gooning out for the gooners below. But, yeah, I try not to be a prude. I'm not anti-porn or anything, but, like, I do gotta say, I get pissed that I have to switch to data and off of Wi-Fi here in the great state of Montana to look at pornography on my phone. But at the same time, I feel like, if I went to buy porn at the store back in the day, I did have to show my ID. And maybe, I'm not saying either way, but I'm suggesting maybe it's not really that tyrannical to be like, hey, you old enough to be watching that hardcore pornography?
Porn is a weird subject for me because porn has never felt like something that you do by yourself. Right.
Yeah.
Porn is a group activity for me. Right. It's because it's the way that my brain works. Right. Like I watch porn with like my partner, Christine. Right. Me and Christine watch porn together. It's like, it's where I'm into stuff. I show her what I'm into. She shows me what she's into, and it's cool. You know what I'm saying? And every partner I've had, with the exception of my Satanist ex-girlfriend, who, despite being a Satanist, was very much a right-wing Christian type.
That makes sense, honestly. Satanism is an individualist religion.
Stop it. Stop it right now. Stop it. Stop it right now. Right?
Don't bait me.
No, I'm just letting you know.
Don't
It was
bait
just,
me,
it was very,
Peter.
it was very weird with her because, like, she was my first girlfriend, and like she would,
Funny.
yeah, she was,
That's
yeah,
a
she was,
first for them.
she was entertaining. I liked her a lot. I liked her as a person. I think that was like the thing that was really heartbreaking about that breakup for me was that I really enjoyed her. Right? It wasn't like I wasn't just sticking around. Like you would think that I'm a freak and I'm getting beaten by a woman and I like that, which I do like that. But also I genuinely enjoyed her company too. So like you know what I'm saying? It's one of those things. She reminded me of Sarah Silverman, but she kind of looked like her and had the same sense of humor of just being gross. right? But like in a way that was charming. Sometimes it'd be a bit much. I'm not gonna lie to you. But anyways, her thing was like she hated porn of all kinds. So that was not something that we did. But like when I broke up with her and I was like single for a long time in my single time and I was chasing dudes and girls and I like found myself on Craigslist in a lot of like gooner circles and it kind of rewired my brain to be like, nah, porn is like a group activity. You watching porn by yourself, that's psychotic. Like that's how you become the Joker, but not the fun tee-hee Joker, the bad Joker. Do you know what I'm saying? The ho Joker. And like fucking as I matured and met more people and would start relationships, I would always be like, hey, like, do you want to watch porn with me? Like, can I show you what I'm into? And 9 times out of 10 people are like, fuck yeah. You know, they want to see what you're into. Do you know what I'm saying? They're interested in that. And like for me, I'm interested in like people's porn consumption as like what it says about them, more like as a good way to measure desire. Well, like I think it's useful in the sense that like I think it's a useful metric in society to like measure and look at because like it's you get an understanding of like people's consumption of desire, right? Because that's what people are using it for. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like they're using it to they desire something, but they want to like just get it out of their system or something. Like it's a desire, it's a consumptive act.
I want to bust.
Yeah, it's a consumptive act.
Gotta get my pee hard.
Yeah.
If I sit down and think about it, I'll probably get distracted thinking about other things, or I'll fall asleep.
Yeah. Is that a problem?
Yeah. Well, because I like to lie down when I jack off, but a lot of time my body's like.
We'll go back to spank talk. We'll go back to.
My body's like, oh no, it's not spank talk time. Times like. No.
That's why I'm a shower guy.
You're laying down in bed. That means nappy time.
No, that's why I'm a shower guy. You know what I'm saying?
I like jacking off still. I've done it a few times. I jack off on the toilet sometimes.
That's. I can't imagine doing that with doo-doo in your butt. Is my problem.
No, I mean I take care of all that first.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
Then I flush.
I can't imagine. Well, I just can't imagine.
Kind of like shit homunculuses.
I can't imagine this like.
I've seen Dogma. I know how that goes.
I just can't imagine having like a hard dick smelling doo doo, and like to me that's just awful. Like,
you ever had a boner on the toilet?
I mean, yeah, but not while I'm pooping. I've used to literally when I was working as a fucking salesman, as a beer salesman, I was doing it to like keep my mind right. I would just go to the hotel, sit in the toilet, and beat my meat, but I wouldn't like poop or nothing. I was like I went there to take a number 3. Do you know what I mean? Like that.
Keep it efficient.
Yeah. I wouldn't.
Economical use of my time.
Nah, this was intentional. I'm going in here to beat my shit. Like that's, you know what I'm saying? It was the Hyatt bathroom. I love that bathroom. That bathroom was really nice and spacious, and it had like it smelled like jasmine. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful. It was nice. I would twist my own nipples while I was there, just to feel something. Let's see what else. Let's get off the topic of spanking our shit. What else has been going on in my life?
Computers.
No more computers. Hamwich is taken to calling himself White Daddy, and it's problematic. No, it's not. It's problematic because now Christine refers to him as White Daddy.
So it's problematic for you.
It's just bad. Everyone in our life is calling him.
I like it. It sounds like everybody likes it.
I don't like it. I don't like that he started calling himself White Daddy. What happened is
everybody loves it.
Yeah, what happened is that we go to the gym and we work out, and then when we're done working out, we go to Safeway, like right across the street, and then we get a little, like, usually like I get like 2 drinks because I'm dying of thirst because I don't hydrate while I'm working out because I'm a psycho. So I get 2 drinks, and then I usually drink them while I drive him home. And since I'm driving, he's always like, hey, he used to be like, hey, let me pay for it. And I'm like, nah, then I'm fuck out of here. And he started saying, nah, let White Daddy take care of you. Hey, let White Daddy take care of you.
Brilliant.
And I hate it. And then we were fucking hanging out.
Why?
I don't know. It evokes some shit in me that I don't like.
Like what?
When I was hoeing around on Craigslist, I would meet a specific type of guy that wanted used to call me like like Poppy, like, you know what I'm saying, like
Yeah, I
fucking
call you
like
Poppy.
yeah, it's different though.
And
The way
sometimes call you Pappy.
yeah, no, this was a sexual thing, and then they would say stuff
Okay.
like "fuck white daddy's ass." They would say shit like that to me.
That sounds like some Diddy shit.
Yeah, I don't like it, dude.
It sounds like White Diddy.
Yeah.
White Daddy. More like White Diddy.
More like what? Do not inspire him to start calling himself White Diddy, because he will. He absolutely will, dude. This is so dangerous.
White Diddy.
I hope he does that. It's like, what's up? I'm White Diddy, dog. Like, I don't want to, dude. I don't want to
Oh
do
my
it.
God, we all love it. No, you're not supposed to love it.
Dude, I got roasted. I got roasted to death the other day. Like, it was Dami and her sister's birthday, and we went to go like do karaoke. But before we went to go do karaoke, we ate like carne. We had like a carne asada at their house, right? And I go and I show up in like my big fake chain that I always wear because I just like the way it sits on my neck, you know. And then I'm wearing the denim sweater, some like very pale jeans, and like my big boots, the big tall jungle boots. And I show up. Oh, and then the little Chinese hat that I wear. You know, the little, you know what I'm talking about? That little, it's the beanie with no brim, or it's
the big conical straw hat.
No. That's the Vietnamese hat, and I don't wear that unless I'm gardening. Which it's very funny because my Vietnamese neighbor sees me wearing
That's not
that.
what your grinder profile says.
My Vietnamese neighbor sees me wearing that hat sometimes, and you would think that like she would be mad about it, but she's always like, "Where'd you get that hat?" And I'm like, "What do you mean? Where did you get that?" I got it. You know what I'm saying? Like where? She sees me use the. I don't know. I can't pronounce but it's like it starts with a C. It's like it's got an X in it. It's a broom that's just like. It's a broom that's made with like just whatever's left around the house. It's like it's the raw bristles of like some kind of like something. And I use that because Christine's Vietnamese, so like I learned how to honestly.
It's a good hat. It keeps it's a
no, not I'm not talking about the hat. Like the Vietnamese have so many like household techs that they don't talk.
Hats.
Like that they don't talk about. Like no one, like
yeah.
Christine used to, like, you know, you can cook stuff other than rice in a rice cooker.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. You can make eggs in a rice cooker.
Yeah.
And they come out fucking. You can make I didn't know that. You can make eggs and poach the eggs on the rice cooker. Like you can poach the eggs with like Chinese sausage and like pate, and then you like when you go to scoop it out, you get a whole egg, so some sausage, and these are techniques that I fucking would never know. Do you know what I'm saying? Like what the fuck?
You don't spend enough time on rice cooker Reddit.
I don't, dude. Or like, do you know like there's this like soda. It's like coconut soda. It's fucking delicious. And if it's delicious, it's so delicious. And then you can cook with it because it's creamy, and it serves the function of cream. I made mashed potatoes with it once, and it fucking changed my life. Right? Like there's so many things that like you just don't. My eyes were opened up like culturally to like living differently. I spent like 3 years living with Christine when we first and we lived with her mom, and like it was fucking. My whole life was changed. You know, the other thing too that I learned about Vietnamese mothers in particular is that they'll never once ever say that they love you, which to me I was like, oh, that shit sucks. But if they find out that you like something, they'll buy it for you. They'll just buy it for you. They'll just give you things that you like. Right? They'll do your laundry without asking. You'll wake up one morning and your laundry will be done, and you're like, what the fuck?
Can't be having that.
No, like I was like, because I couldn't get over it.
I like the first part though.
And, growing up, my mom would always be like, "I love you. You're my best friend. You're right," and then just fucking beat the dog shit out of her. That was, you know what I'm saying? Love without any kind of like, could, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's the love language was different. It was just like you say it a lot, but you don't mean it. Whereas like with like living with Christine and Christine's mom, she never said it, but it was like apparent because she would do things for you. She would do really nice things for you constantly. When she would go on trips, she would bring you something back because she thought of you, something that reminded you of her. You know what I'm saying? These little like love language things really changed my. It really like my time living there really like changed the way that I thought of things and started thinking about stuff, right? Because like you get stuck in like a loop of how you grow up that you just kind of assume that everyone else grows up that way. Do you know what I'm saying? And like I grew up like a guy that was in prison essentially. Like, I was in a hard. I grew up like I was in one of the more advanced experimental prisons in Oz when they were like, we're just gonna put a kid in prison and see how he does. God damn it, Manus, you're a genius and I can't stop you. But yeah, no, like there's a lot of cool techniques. I forgot what I was talking about before. Oh, I got roasted. I was wearing all of this cool gear, what I thought was cool gear, right? And I sit down, I'm eating my carne asada, and everybody's like, "Hey, dude, that's a cool sweater. What's it made out of?" And I was like, "It's made out of denim." And they're just like, and everyone was like, "Oh, you're wearing, oh, it's made of denim. It's made of denim. Oh, you got a Canadian tuxedo on. Oh, you look fucking oh," and I was like, "Yeah, literally." I was doing the same thing. What's with the fucking hate? And then I took it off and I was like, "Here, try it on." And they tried it and like, "Oh my god, there's like this is heavy,
Yeah.
but it's breathable."
Yeah.
And it's like warm. It's like it's not too warm. It's not too
Not a
cold.
hoodie, but like I got my it's warming up, so I got my denim jacket out.
No, this is a
it's warming
denim.
up.
This is a
Yeah,
denim
but
hoodie, and it's
I
like
get it, but I'm saying similar. I'm saying like, yeah, no, I get it because like I've been wearing my denim jacket lately,
Yeah.
and it's kind of the same. Not warm, not hot, just right, breathable, kind
Breathable.
of heavy. Like yeah, they're different construction, but yeah, just wearing denim over. Yeah, it's nice. It's great.
amazing. It's amazing.
Very
It makes you look. It makes you look like buff when you wear it because it like
durable.
it's extremely durable. And as you wear it in the sun, because the one I got is black, it will bleach out into like an interesting
Yeah.
pattern. And you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I hadn't had one for years, but then I went to visit New Mexico, and I had my leather coats with one of my leather jackets with me,
Uh-huh.
and it was cold, and I was hot because the fucking New Mexico is not like air temperature warm, but that doesn't stop the sun from beating down on you while it fails to warm the air, and like I got like a sunburn while I was chilly.
yeah.
And
That's
yeah, leather is not ideal in an environment like that. but
Shaggy
denim,
Pacifica.
oh,
Shaggy Pacifica would fucking kill you.
Well, no, I fixed the problem. I've like, oh yeah, I guess this is real good use case for a denim jacket instead of the leather one.
No, Shaggy, like, cause Pacifica has this problem of like being completely overcast, like gray, cloudy day.
I hate
But
that shit.
it's like 106, and you can get a sunburn.
Oh god, this sounds.
You can get a horrific sunburn and be like, "What the fuck happened?"
Out here sweating under my umbrella.
Yeah. Dude, I love Pacifica. It's it's beautiful. It's fucking beautiful. But the weather in Pacifica is fucking horrific. It's horrendous.
Oregon gets sunny sometimes.
Yeah. No, dude, Pacifica's a whole different ballpark. It's fucking horrible. But you know, literally some of the most beautiful places on earth are in Pacifica. It's crazy. They also have a Taco Bell that's on the beach and it serves alcohol. They have a Taco Bell on a beach that serves alcohol. It's awesome.
I'm trying to think what deep thoughts I've had lately.
Yeah, you've been offline. What have you been up to? What have you been thinking about?
Well, I got new typewriters, an Olivetti Latera 2033 from the 70s.
Okay.
Very beautiful. Hard to come across European typewriters a lot of times here in the States. First one I've got. Beautiful. Loved it. $45. Facebook Marketplace. I'm working on my novel on it. I retyped a couple pages I'd written on a different one because I want a nice, consistent manuscript for this one. Because I had a lot of problems scanning my last typewritten book. A lot of problems. A lot of problems. Computer. Hey, yeah, I am. I swear I think about things. I've had a very difficult week. There's a lot going on here.
Mm-hmm.
Just working out those. It'll be okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I was thinking about some. Oh, never mind. I sound dumb trying to I was thinking about some of this the other day.
Nah, me and Ruben we've been doing like this adventure club every 2 weeks. I wish you lived closer, because if you live closer,
I would love to go out on big hikes and big walks and shit with you.
Every Sunday every Sunday we just like plan a day to just do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so like this Sunday, it's every other Sunday. Every other Sunday we go out and do something. Either we go on a hike, or we go to the beach, or we, you know what I'm saying? Just, we get together, me, Christine, Dami, him, and like honestly, we like 2 weeks ago we had like this beautiful day. We went out. It was fucking storming. It was really nasty weather, and we drove out into the mountains, and we went on a hike, and it was raining like really heavy at first, and then it kind of cleared up, and then we decided, well, we're hungry. Let's go get some some seafood. So we drove down to like Santa Cruz, got some seafood, and then like while we were there, because everyone was like, "Oh, why would you go to the beach? It's fucking terrible. It's stormy." Blah blah. We get there and it's like 100 degrees. It's gorgeous. It's like a beautiful hot day, right? There's people surfing. It's fucking. And then we had some great seafood. And then there's like a bar. There's like a pop up bar on the pier. So we were like, oh, let's just, while we wait for our table, let's just grab some drinks. And then we ended up having to fucking slam the drinks because they were like, hey, well, we're just right now. So we had to leave. It was a beautiful day. It was a nice, beautiful day. This weekend we went to the flea market. I got this cock hat, and I was looking for a poncho, and I was driving everyone insane because I'm very particular, because they had plenty of ponchos, and they had a poncho that had Goku wearing a poncho, and he was like powering up, and while he was powering up, there was like a cactus behind him, and then it said Michoacan, and then they had like the Aztec calendar, and then they had like horses, and then they had like Jesus.
Going on here.
No. These are all separate now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't all together. Although that would fucking all of it together.
This just sounds like my idea for the new Mexican flag.
Yeah. No. They had ones that were horses. They had ones that were like they just say like all kinds of stuff. But it did have Goku, and it said Michoacan, so it's like Goku's from Michoacan, which is very funny. But anyways, so like there was a bunch of like stuff, but they all had like logos, or like the, you know what I'm saying, like the Mayan calendar. They had a bunch of like the Aztec Mayan calendar, and like I was looking for more traditional like patterns. Do you get what I'm saying? And like I couldn't find one, and then finally I find one, and it's cut for women, and I'm fucking pissed off about it. There's a difference in the cut, in the neckline. If a neckline plunges. If a neckline plunges too much, it looks weird on a man. It does. I'm not trying to. It's a fashion thing, dude. Right. Also, the one I was looking for was triangular.
Oh, I don't like the square ones.
Yeah, the square ones make you look. They're formless. I like the triangular ones, because the triangular ones.
I think the triangle. They're too formed. They always look like they don't drape. They're just kind of like.
The triangle ones, I like them because I have a
triangle.
Yes. I have a good shape for a triangle, right? I'm triangle shaped, so it was nice. It's a nice accentuation on me. But anyways, I couldn't fucking find one, and then finally I found one. I get it. I bought it. I took it home. I tried it on. It fucking stunk. It stunk. I have to wash it because it fucking stinks.
Like chemical smell?
Like people. like it has been worn by lots of people before I wore it. It smells. I used to live like 3 blocks away from a homeless encampment, and it smells kind of like that. It smells like that on a high wind, right? Like and I catch a whiff. That's the exact smell of like, oh, people been here. Do you know what I'm saying? And like it was rough. So I'm washing it now. That's why I'm not wearing it. But I don't know. Anyways, the thing that I found out in my life is that this is me being like real. Why me? Poor me. But like I feel like
not to.
I feel like everyone.
The show's been a lot like. Here's 15 minutes of Marco's trauma.
No, I feel like everyone in my life is allowed to be particular about stuff, and I'm always understanding about it. When people are like, I don't want
Make
that.
fun of me about it all the time.
Well, because you're an asshole. It's different when you do it, Chugs, because you're like this. There's no one telling you no in your life. You need someone like me telling you no. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's working.
It's not. It's not working at all. But I do like telling you no. But for me, like, one of the
Well,
things.
Lexi tells me no. We were at a yard sale the other day. There was a whole tattoo kit for $50. And I was like,
You know
that'd be a
what?
great way for me to keep track of my grocery lists.
Yeah,
When
you
I
know what?
start.
I agree
Yeah.
with. I agree with her. She's right. Lexi's right to tell you no. Oftentimes, right? 9 times out of 10, she's right to tell you no.
But she's also starting to get into like fancy dolls.
Oh.
So she can't tell me no about dumb hobby shit no more. So I've seen how they're beautiful,
But they're very
incredible things. I
fancy.
think they're neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not cheap.
Hobbies don't make sense to me. I'm not the guy to do hobbies. I don't really have hobbies. I I I turn everything I do into content, unfortunately. It's a
Yeah.
curse. My hobby is content, which I don't know how I feel about that.
I had content brain for a while, and I had a moment where I was playing a video game. And I was like, why aren't you streaming? You should become a streamer. And it's like, this is a disease.
Yeah.
I can't even sit down and play a video game without thinking that, why aren't you exhibiting yourself for money?
Well, here's the thing, dude. This is dangerous. Okay? This nose that I'm wearing,
This is not.
it's
I'm
bad.
not worried.
No, it's so bad.
I pop in. It's like I still wear the nose.
No, dude, you don't understand, dude.
No,
I
that's
wear it
fine.
when I'm not recording.
I kind of figured.
Yeah, I just put it on. I just put it on and I wear it and I walk around the house with it on, right? And I forget that I have it on sometimes. And I go out and I walk to 7-Eleven and I got the nose on and people are honking their horns at me, waving at me, and I'm just, what the fuck is their problem, dude? And this is the real me now. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like, I feel better. I feel smarter, stronger. I don't care about stuff like I normally care about stuff. I care about, I don't know, it's funny. I can laugh about it. Tee-hee. Yeah, I get roasted, right? But I was
I
trying
haven't
to.
heard you say. I've heard you say tee-hee a lot. I've not heard you actually laugh so much. It's just like tee-hee, like a verbal tick, like inside you're
tee-hee.
stabbing a bunny in your mind.
Tee-hee.
Tee-hee.
T-fucking-hee, pal.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
I feel like Jack Nicholson, not Joker Jack Nicholson, but Jack Nicholson, and I feel great when I put on the nose. Actually, I just laugh at everything, and it's just tee fucking he.
No, dude, it's like the other day I was wearing it. She's like, "Are you gonna stream tonight?" And I was like, "Oh, damn." I could. I was planning on doing nothing actually. You know what else is another thing too? Actually, that I've been doing that's a really bad habit is slamming 5 iced teas, the twisted iced teas, and thinking that slamming 5 I will be fine, and then I'm not fine. Dude, I get violently drunk. Like drunk to the point of like I'm ill. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't feel good. And I went and I found at Costco had like for the low, they were trying to get rid of them. It was a 24 pack of twisted iced teas, which I'd never seen before. And I was like, "Oh, I'm getting that." So I got it, and I've been slamming like 5 on like the day before my day off, thinking like I'll be fine. And no, I get so drunk that I throw up almost within the hour, and then the rest of my night is ruined. And I don't know the nose is making me do this because I know better than to drink like this. I don't drink. I'm not a drinker. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do anything. But I put the fucking nose on, and I'm like, I'm right now. Look.
Like, you should, if you drink 5, like maybe 1 an hour. You'll
I slammed 2. I slammed 2 right before I started, and like I was like, no, that's fine. I'm not gonna do it anymore. The nose doesn't. I'm just saying, I'm the only person I think the nose is starting to take over my life. I don't know how to fucking talk about this, or you know what I'm saying. I wear it. I dream about it now. I think about it all the time. When I'm at work, the rest of my day just fucking is the doldrums because I don't have the nose on, and I think.
Homie. And now, boys and ghouls, another delightfully
I'm not turning it. You don't understand.
macabre tale about a man who decided to just clown around until he couldn't stop.
I literally listen. I go to work.
You're turning into a character from an anthology
I
horror series.
go to work.
Mid-season.
I go to
one
work.
Of the...
I go to work, and my day is just fucking shit.
Yeah.
It's ass. I deliver the fucking mail. I think with these stupid thoughts. I listen to Newsmax and all the other fucked up stupid fucking
dude.
And then I come home.
I sit around punching myself in the nuts all day, and then I come home. There's a respite from me punching myself in the nuts.
I put the fucking nose on, and then I feel good. And then there are days when I'm like walking around on my route, and I'm like, I can't fucking wait to go home and put the nose on. I can't fucking wait to go home and put the nose on. I can't put my real nose on.
Should start doing children's parties, maybe.
No. I get sensation. I can feel the tip.
I bet those fucking.
Like I can feel my finger on the
Think
tip.
about all those
even though I know it's not.
Pronatalists out in the Bay have big families, lots of parties, and they're loaded.
I can feel the tip of my nose even when it's not attached. I can feel it on the tip of my nose sometimes.
There's a Metal Gear about that.
Yeah. Every night, my arm, my nose, I can feel.
Why are we here?
Why are we here?
It's just a tee-hee.
Why are we here? Just a tee-hee. Listen to Newsmax. Every night, I listen to. I listen to NPR.
Listen to like some funny guys or some music.
I do listen to all that stuff too, Shoggy. It's because it's fucking boring. Like what happened is that I cannot be bored. My brain constantly needs some kind of stimuli,
I know.
especially in the heat. Right, the heat is really what's happening. The tee-hee pill it's not a coincidence that the tee-hee pill is happening right around the same time that I developed the chiral vectors last year. It was the same confluence of shit, which is
You start getting cooked, you get cannibalistic, also same time frame.
Yeah.
Cannibalistic, you get new outlook, man.
This is just the way that it has to be, okay? And then by next year I'll be calm. I'll figure out how to stop wearing the nose, how to stop fucking drinking twisted teas. I will figure these things out. But until then, tee-hee.
My book's going on pretty good. It's gonna be a nice story.
Yeah, you gotta let me publish that, dude.
The book's going to a publisher, hopefully.
Okay.
Actually, but I got short stories and stuff that I do too. So I want people to actually read this one. It's a very important project to me, and I think about the world a lot. Politics. What's up with that, man? Have you heard about this politics stuff?
We got a dang Cheeto in the White House.
I loved
Donald
Radio
Trump.
listeners, this isn't like the other podcasts you listen to where we read Twitter and talk about Elon Musk.
Don't be rude.
I will note that I did get a huge kick the other day out of his airplane stream. Where he's being bad at video games. I'm listening to his ex's music.
And then people were telling him to kill himself. A guy named Elon Musk is a pedophile.
I lost the connection. Then he hits the hang up button. It's like, bro.
Come on, man.
That was the closest I ever came to feeling sorry for him. It was everything but like, you're listening to her music. You are crying in your airplane, listening to her music, being bad at video games. Worst shadow president ever. Bring back Kissinger. At least he knew how to be shadow president.
I long for the days of like a Richard Nixon in the White House.
I mean, at least he knew how to be president. Well, he did a little different than the rest of them. That kind of got him in trouble. It's like, I can do whatever. But he did it. He took fucking, I don't know. He took his licks.
What I liked about Richard Nixon was that he was a fucking snake. And you knew it. You know what I'm saying? You knew.
He was good at it.
Tricky dick. You knew it.
He was good at being a snake.
Yeah.
And he was a snake. He snaked some stuff done. I'm just saying, like, the war was not great. He's not great.
I deeply dislike guys who are into Teddy Roosevelt. That's another one that a lot of like people are into. That I have a deep I distrust you if you're I love the epic bacon president Teddy Roosevelt. Like I don't trust you at all. What's up?
He had aura, but like I think as a president, he probably loved somebody else.
Well, I have to hate him. The guy he hated Mexicans. He would have hated me. Like, he would have hated me right off rip. You're an enemy of my people, for real. Same with Andrew Jackson, another asshole.
Oh, yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy. I like that there is no redeem.
I hate how much cocaine he gets to do. Can you imagine being the spirit, like, of Andrew Jackson in hell, and every time a little bit of coke goes through a 20, you just get this, like...
It's like in Death Stranding when someone leaves you a like.
Yeah.
It's the same.
Yeah, we're trying to punish him, but
his stamina keeps getting refilled. His stamina.
The hell stuff just doesn't work on him. He's too high.
I started playing Death Stranding again.
I've been meaning to.
I've been thinking about maybe streaming it. I mean, I wanted to also stream Kenshi, but the problem with this Kenshi is that it is really just nut button hours, and like it's fun. It's you know what, I have way more fun streaming Kenshi because the gameplay doesn't matter. I can just kind of interact with the crowd. It is like a just chatting, and then the game just kind of plays itself. But with like playing Death Stranding, playing it after a year of being a mailman, it hits differently. Do you get what I'm saying? Like I've now like officially passed a year doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not a seasoned vet yet, but I definitely have feelings about.
You're not a master porter, but you haven't got enough likes yet. But...
Yeah, I haven't got enough likes yet. But I mean, like, I do have thoughts about like the state of like service. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's interesting to me because in the post office they call what you do years of service. How long? What are your years of service? Do you know what I'm saying? And like, the only other place I think that does that really is like the military or like the police. You know what I'm saying? And like in a way, this job is kind of like militant. It is kind of police like. It's the actual part of the police part.
Civil service.
Yeah, it's the part of police. It's the part of the police that they should do that they don't, which is the fucking like actual service part. Like, you know what? In a homie regime, cops would just be where you go to get directions. Right? Under a homie regime, you would go to a cop and be like, "What's a good sandwich?" And they'd be like, "Pal, let me tell you, pal." Did I ever tell you about I think we talked about this before, the salami guy that cops would just hang out in front of like Bill.
Like, hey, you go, it's salami, it's
get
cracker,
this,
it's the cheese.
You get this
cracker and cheese.
Yeah.
You had a good idea, but you made it terrible.
You got to go to different places to get stuff. They don't just give it all to you. You got to go. It's a walkable city.
Is this fucking a video game?
Honestly, though, like a guy just giving out people salami is
still pretty good.
You could
I feel bad for the guy who's just giving out crackers.
Yeah,
the guy giving out cheese and the guy giving out salami, great. The guy who's just giving out crackers, like, lonely.
Yeah, some people sometimes they want a cracker. Did I ever tell you?
But not as much as they want a piece of salami or a piece of cheese.
One of the craziest interactions I think I ever had with like dog. I don't like dog people. I like dogs. But like dog, you know what I'm saying? Like dog people are like a different type of people who like their entire personality is dogs in the dog park and stuff. There's like politics that happen at a dog park, and like I've made it abundantly clear because on my days off during the week, you know, I go and fucking like take my dog to the dog park, and like there's a myriad of people there that have like politics, and there's this one fucking asshole. He doesn't have dogs, but he's in the dog park all the time. And he carries the oyster crackers. You know what I'm talking about? He carries oyster crackers in his pocket.
Why?
Like raw. to give the dogs. Yeah. I don't trust him. I don't let my son eat those fucking pocket oyster crackers because I don't know what he's been doing. He could be nutting on them, and that's how he gets off. And in fact, in my mind, that's literally what he's doing.
Why oyster crackers?
I don't know. I think it's bizarre. I don't
care why he nut. I mean, I don't care if he's nutting or not.
I don't want my dog son eating some guy's fucking cum, dude. I'm sorry.
Okay, but sit on a dog treat.
No. I don't want. Just don't do it.
But you're not gonna.
It's fucking. It's the same thing as like. It's the same exact thing if like a guy were to go and stand at a fucking park, like a playground, right, and have just like loose candy in his pocket, and then like loose unwrapped candy in his pocket, and then people are like, oh, who's your kid? And he's like, oh, I just enjoy that watching.
They're all neat. He's got a pocket full of loose Nico wafers.
Yeah, and he just gives them to kids.
Right, a pocket full of loose oyster crackers. And he gives them to kids. Pretty much. Yeah, same thing. Why fucking oyster crackers?
I don't know, dude. It's fucking weird. It's fucking so weird, and I don't like him. But all the other fucking dog moms and dog parents and dog dads fucking love this old creep bastard freak. I hate him, dude. I hate him, and there's nothing I can do about it. What am I gonna do? Accuse him? Like you fucking the dogs? Like you gotta be. You're doing something.
You're gonna let him get away with it.
You're gonna let him. Or show up with a nose and just be like, I know you're fucking these dogs, pal. Trying to sun him in front of people? No, dude.
I think accusing somebody of fucking dogs in public is more than just sunning them.
And then later on, I'm at the bar and I'm having a drink. And people are like, how did you know he fucks dogs? And I'm like, I've never met that man in my life. It's real Judge Holden style.
Real nose, real.
Yeah, real. The nose kind of is turning me into the judge. I'm not going to lie to you. Right, man craves war. Man craves tee-hee. Man.
That which exists without my tee-hee exists without my ho-ho-ho.
Yeah. Starting to do sermons.
I've been thinking about rereading Blood Meridian because
I started rereading it ever since.
I'm not bleak enough.
I started rereading it ever since you told me about your story, and I was like, it is a lot about redness.
That's the subtitle of the book.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I'm gonna focus on the blueness of the West because, like, remember one of the friends got out here and just like let's talk about the Montanans. Because like, see why everybody out here is obsessed with turquoise? It's like, yep.
Yeah,
you do. We love that big blue sky, baby.
Big blue sky, baby.
I can see 5 different weather systems.
Let's see. We should read the Homies.
I don't know. I just working on my art. Got some music coming. Got some stuff. Hopefully, I can send to Carrie soon.
Nice.
Just focus on being mean, I guess.
Which you shouldn't, actually. I think that's bad. I think you shouldn't do that.
If you don't want me to be mean to you, patreon.com/Zombie Collective.
Yeah.
Give me a reason.
You can buy Shoggs' loyalty. You also just have mine right.
Not my loyalty, but you can buy my you can buy a pass. you can buy a little bit of blood to put over your doorpost.
All right. Shouts out to the following homies.
Just be cool. Maybe I'll like you for free. I do that sometimes.
Shouts out to the following homies. $10 more to the Gorilla Chow Fund. Bush Jr. authorship.
That dude did 9/11. He was the sole creative vision behind 9/11. People don't talk about.
No,
collaborative.
It was authorship.
There was There was
it was just Bush.
Some authorship.
Carrie, my favorite. Truly though, actually my favorite. Along with Casio.
Hands down. The absolute.
Those are Shoggy's attack lesbians. See Joe Feskatch.
Lieutenants.
His lieutenants. Dave Attenborough. These nuts and that buttery booty. Dead raccoon, did it all for the cookie, doctor, father, professor of
That was pretty good. I
scubology.
did it all for the cookie.
Did it all for the cookies, pretty good. LL, Fuzzy Nalgas, Grungus Fungus Dungus, Hamwich, aka White Daddy. I'm not reading the rest of your name. You're just White Daddy now.
Oh, no, what's the rest of it?
It's Hamstroker's Ejacula. It's aka Hamwich Witchler, like Heinrich Himmler. It's stupid. It's stupid and it's not good. Imagine Chaos Dragons. Hell yes.
Hamdolf Witchler.
Dude, don't give him ideas. Do not give him ideas. Jade, Kevin Villasane, Kiefer, Christopher Lynch, Malik Nunez, Marion is Spinning You, Pablo Hummus, Ripstone, Roboy, Shmoo, Somewhere System, Steven Sevignano, Stolen Valor, Jody, The Double Threat. Theo, a single shoe left on the...
Valor Jody, like one person?
Yeah, it's one person.
I like the idea. It's like, I fuck people's wives while they're in the army and jail.
A single shoe left on the roadside, a bag of sand, Andrew Morgado, Augur, Brody, Brian H., Cha Cha Slide, Chris McTiger, Chris Varley, Chris Wade, Cody Hewitt, Doug M., Even Smaller Micro Peenhus, Frank Javsey, Fred Sharman, from Public Media, this is Marketplace. Or no, it's from American Public Media, this is Marketplace. I'm Terry Gross, and everyone you know is going to die. Gabriel, Griselda Noises, boo, 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 gra, gra. He Devil in France, Homer Runtime, Infested Deck, Jason Zoller. Sorry, my nose is starting to fall off. Jim Schmungus, Joe Cassidy, Jonathan Weber, Josh G, Kibien, Kenzie Trial, Knife Dog, Laura, Luke Simasek, Marie Mesh, Miss Bird, Names, Obi-Wan Khashoggi, Oganasson, Patrick Goldman, Reese, Richard Koknar, Rianne, Sadish, Radish, Sarah Zadig, Slithers, Sakram Legnar, Solidus Red, Super Mail Boy 64, Spenny, Stephen V, tee-hee tendencies, the disfigured love child of all John Gabachos, the empty set, the homie shop steward, the lale lule low, that's actually my shop steward, by the way, the limit, add a chopped head of broccoli, wax replica, world's largest Margot Peenhus, and rounding us all out is world's largest micro Peenhus. Shouts out to all the
If you'd like to give
homies.
us some money so that Marcos, his nose keeps falling off here, he needs some clown affirming surgery. So he needs to have this...
I need like actual liquid latex, and I don't have the money right now to buy that, so I will at some point. Anyways, it's been real, and I love all of you.
You don't know how much I'm in pain, all of you.
Jesus Christ. All right. Bye.